get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Oh, and now some space to operate. Derrick Henry all alone. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Rodgers now on 1st down. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And some room to roam now.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And they'll get this down to the 10. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Rolling to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Play fake. Here's Willis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Bo Melton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown. He's got a man, complete, past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 74 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Third down, it's Willis. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled it by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The Packers at 500, sitting at 5-5. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the sneak, Rodgers. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run it with Jones. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
125 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play action, Willis.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Running from the gun with Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Again, it's Henry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. Rodgers now on first down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Willis. This one downfield to Burks.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason. from a college offensive coordinator, showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They go play action with Willis.
Right side complete. That's Woods.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now a signal and a timeout called, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
181 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Malik Willis
with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead.
Bullet good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. And it did.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street.
Now Willis on the bootleg.
This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! Robert Woods from 17 yards out.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll increase their lead to 28. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, now one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you call a downhill runner, and he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 42 yards.
And the Titans add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
26.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. And his pass incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That's his way of putting it behind them.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. And again, it's Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. They run wide side with Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away.
And the Titans up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Open man, here is Cobb.
And he is going to have a Packers first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Titans, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.